In honor of Mother's Day, I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about my mom and bring up a story of when I felt most loved by her. I currently live in a different country, so I think this is the most sentimental thing I can do is just kind of share with you guys on what kind of mom I have. So I'll take you guys back to 2020 to 2023. Those 3 years in my life, I was a Kansas City Chiefs cheerleader. 2023, that was my third year on the team. And this was the year that we were headed to the Super Bowl. So my whole family knew that this was going to be my last season on the team. And it hits hard when playoffs come and you don't know if it's going to be your last game or if you're going to continue on. During playoffs, obviously, she was at every game. So for the 3 years I was on the team, even the year before I was even on the team, I was selling 50-50 raffle tickets, and she was there with me at every single game. She drove me. She didn't live in Kansas City, so every time she comes to a game, she has to drive there, no matter if it's raining, snowing, sleeting, whatever it is, she is there. So again, number one supporter in everything. Just selling raffle tickets. Like, she was just honored to be there and know somebody selling raffle tickets. And then I made it in 2020. And again, she came to every single game from my rookie season all the way to my third year. Anyways, playoffs hit and we ended up, winning all the games. So we headed to the Super Bowl. I didn't expect a single thing from my family, my friends, no one to show up, because I know it is a lot to ask for a plane ticket to Arizona and a hotel and a ticket, let alone like $10,000 for a Super Bowl ticket is outrageous. So I was not expecting a single thing. As a cheerleader, we went early. So I was there about 3 days beforehand, and we ended up doing appearances while we were there. And I was just going every which way. I was just doing my thing. And at one of my appearances, I look over and I see my mom walk in the door in Arizona while I'm doing an appearance. And I like was stunned. I didn't think it was real. And then she came up and gave me a hug and I started crying. My coach even looked at me and she was like, "Did you know she was coming?" And I was like, "No." Like, she full on just surprised me. Last minute flight, came and surprised me during an appearance. And I'll put some pictures up here, but it was such a cute moment that she took the time and the money to come see me at my very last game, even though it was super out of budget. So that was just at an appearance. And then she then told me that she was going to the Super Bowl. She ended up to stumble upon tickets that were reasonably priced, and she ended up watching me at my very last ever game I cheered at. So it was a really cool moment, and it didn't end there. Of course, we won Super Bowl 57, and I was dancing and rolling in confetti and hanging out with all my teammates. And I look over in the stands, and my mom is there with all the fans, and she's literally having the time of her life. So I went over there and I took pictures with her and all of the fans she was with, and it was just a super awesome moment to have my mom there. It's just a super awesome moment to have my mom there, that I could take a picture with her at my very last game. And the fact that we won the Super Bowl obviously was the cherry on top, but like, what an awesome moment. And I felt so loved in that moment. Thank you for everything. Oh my goodness. Thank you for everything you do for me. And you are my biggest supporter. Even though I'm not on the team anymore, you support me in all the endeavors that I get myself into. So thank you so much. I love you, and happy Mother's Day.